Welcome, everyone, to this explainer. You know, if you've ever tripped over a mic cable, felt literally tied down by your own gear, or if you're just fascinated by how the audio industry is rapidly cutting the cord, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're diving into Unplugged, the evolution and business of wireless audio. We're going to look at the massive economic forces driving this whole industry, the real pioneers who built it from the ground up, and how you can actually navigate all the gear that's out there right now.
So here's our game plan for today. 1. The wireless audio boom. 2. Pioneers of unplugged sound. 3. Navigating the wireless gear. And finally, number 4. The future of sound.
But before we even get into the numbers, I want you to stop and think about your own setup for a second. How heavily do you actually rely on wireless tech to capture your daily content? Right? Because in today's creator landscape, a physical wire isn't just a minor inconvenience anymore. It's a huge limitation on your mobility, your performance, and ultimately your creativity. The wire is literally a problem that modern creators absolutely need solved.
All right, section 1. The wireless audio boom. Let's see exactly what's driving this massive industry.
Okay, let's dive right into this because the scale of the wireless microphone market is just absolutely staggering. We're looking at a global market size of $2.11 billion in 2025, and that climbs steadily to $2.25 billion in 2026, and it's projected to hit nearly $3 billion by the time we reach 2030. Think about that. Those massive numbers are being driven squarely by the booming creator economy. Honestly, every new podcast, everyday vlog, and every single live-streamed event you see is fueling this relentless upward trajectory.
And this massive growth, which represents a really robust 6.8% compound annual growth rate, is coming from literally all sides. You've got mobile content creators shooting YouTube videos on their smartphones who absolutely demand pristine audio. You've got traditional performance and entertainment sectors finally upgrading their old gear. And maybe surprisingly, you've got massive educational technology deployments happening in classrooms, plus huge enterprise audio systems being rolled out in corporate boardrooms all over the world.
Now, to really understand the business side of things, we kind of have to understand the tech at its most basic level. So what is it? A wireless microphone system is simply a setup that converts the audio signals generated by the mic into radio signals. Those get transmitted over the air to a receiver, and bam, you've entirely eliminated the need for physical cables. So the crucial takeaway here is that this invisible radio link is exactly the magic that unlocks mobility for the user, whether you're pacing around a massive concert stage or just walking around your home studio.
Moving right along to section 2, pioneers of unplugged sound. Let's look at Samson Technologies as a bit of an industry anchor here. If we look back chronologically, it's pretty wild. Samson actually recognized the need for untethered performance decades before the current vlog boom was even a blip on the radar. They introduced their very first wireless microphone system way back in 1980, and they definitely didn't stop there. Under their Hardkey brand, they totally revolutionized bass amplification in 1985. Then, flash forward to 2005, Samson introduced the very first professional USB microphones. I mean, they were anticipating the exact needs of broadcasters and podcasters before the word podcast was even a household term. Talk about being ahead of the curve.
And that timeline really brings us directly to their core mission. Over 4 decades, their entire dedication has basically been about innovating new products that will enhance the lives of music and broadcast professionals everywhere. They managed to transform from this tiny 2-person operation into a true global standard simply by consistently pushing the boundaries of what untethered, high-quality audio could actually be.
Just to put that massive growth into perspective for you, today, Samson has over 250 different products sold and distributed in over 140 countries around the world. Seriously, that is the incredible global scale of an operation that honestly just started with a simple vision to completely eliminate the microphone cable.
All right, let's get practical in Section 3, Navigating the Wireless Gear. Time to look at some of the actual consumer choices you have out there right now.
Now, what's really interesting here is that when you're choosing gear, it really comes down to your specific needs. Take the Samson Concert 88. This is your professional grade made totally simple. It's an entry-level, rack-mount design with a 300-foot range, so it's absolutely perfect for someone building out their very first wireless rig. But say you need actual touring durability. That's when you step up to the Concert 99. It features a super rugged metal receiver built to survive the road, 80 operating frequencies, and it's multi-unit capable. That means you can run several mics simultaneously without stepping all over each other's toes.
Now, if you hang around professional audio circles long enough, you're going to hear the term true diversity thrown around a lot.
Let's actually demystify that technical jargon for a second. True RF diversity is simply a system designed with multiple antennas that guarantees a consistent signal. It essentially minimizes those terrifying, totally day-ruining audio dropouts by automatically selecting the best, clearest frequency at any given microsecond. If you're running a high-stakes live stream or doing a huge live stage performance, this is the exact feature that prevents a total audio disaster. It's a lifesaver for sure.
But what if you don't need a heavy rack mount receiver? Well, there's the XPD series. These specs connect directly to the real pain points of modern vloggers and mobile podcasters who need high-quality audio on the go. It uses this tiny little USB wireless receiver that plugs straight into computers and smartphones. It's ultra-portable, super lightweight, and completely plug-and-play. This is literally the gear you just toss into your backpack to guarantee you get great audio anywhere without dealing with a complex, frustrating setup.
Finally, let's compare some multi-performer setups. The Stage series is basically your cost-effective, multi-channel VHF solution. It's great for getting, say, 2 to 4 mics running really simply and affordably. But the Concert XD2? That is where you see the real modern innovation shining through. It uses premium digital sound powered by the Sheer Sound codec for incredibly low latency. And honestly, more importantly, it operates on the 1.9 GHz frequency band. That means it completely avoids that super crowded 2.4 GHz space where everyone's Wi-Fi, smart TVs, and Bluetooth devices are currently fighting tooth and nail for a signal. You get pristine digital fidelity with practically zero interference.
Which brings us to our final act, Section 4, the future of sound. Let's zoom out and explore some of these upcoming market trends.
Looking ahead to 2030, the market is projecting some absolutely incredible, cutting-edge innovations. We're talking about AI-based voice optimization built directly right into the transmitters to magically clean up your audio in real time. We're going to see IoT-enabled microphone ecosystems where your audio gear talks intelligently and automatically to your video gear and lighting. And we'll even see cloud-based audio management, which will allow sound engineers to seamlessly mix and manage live audio feeds from literally anywhere in the world. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie.
But it's not just about all these flashy new features, it's also about the hard economics. Global supply chain realities, particularly trade tariffs, are actually currently affecting the cost of RF components and batteries, and that's leading to some elevated costs in North America and Europe. However, these challenges are actually spurring incredible innovation behind the scenes. They're driving more localized regional electronics production and basically forcing manufacturers to focus on creating much more robust, highly energy-efficient technologies just to keep costs down while keeping the quality super high.
Which really brings us to our final thought for today. The wire has officially been cut, the market is completely exploding, and the technology is just getting smarter and smarter every single day. So I want you to ask yourself, as these tools evolve, how will AI optimization and immersive audio tech change the way you record your very next creative project? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, keep innovating your sound.